Hello, my name is Chad Kassem from Acoustic Sounds, Analog Productions, and Quality Record Pressings. Also the Vinyl Vault, and we have a label called APO Records, which is a recording label that we own. It stands for Analog Productions Original. And today we're going to talk about some rare blues albums I just bought. You know, I'm from Louisiana. I really love the blues. I feel like the blues is the foundations for many genres that came after it, like rhythm and blues and rock and roll and other things. And so I really feel I love this genre. I love it's very raw, very real, and this is what I grew up on and I still love. So I bought a bunch of rare albums from someone in Germany. I just got them in. I really went ahead and spent the money and spent what it took to get mint records. And, instead of, sometimes I try to get them cheaper, find them for less. But, a lot of times it takes many years to find that really mint copy. And I just decided, you know what, I want to get some of the choice titles in mint condition, and I'm going to pay the going rate and what it's worth and be done, buy it and be done and be happy. Because these records are really hard to find as it is, but to find them in mint is impossible. But, this guy was very interesting because he was in Germany and I saw it on Discogs. And I looked at the other things this guy was selling, and he had like 15 rare blues albums, and then he had like 8 Analog Productions. That was all he had. It was so weird that he had 15 rare blues albums, and then the other 8 records were Analog Productions. So I contacted him. He was very familiar with our label and was really happy that I was going to get these records. And so it was a real fun purchase. So anyway, the first one I'm going to show is Frank Frost, Hey Boss Man. Frank Frost is playing guitar on this record. A lot of people know Frank Frost as a harmonica player because he's a great harmonica player. But on this record, Arthur Williams is the harmonica player. Arthur Williams, he's still living. He's in St. Louis. I think he's in the hospital. He's getting up there and played the harmonica. A lot of people don't know that. And Frank Frost played the guitar. We recorded Frank Frost in our first Blues Masters concert in 1998. And later on, we had Arthur Williams here, and we did a direct-to-disc with him. Anyway, this is on the Sam Phillips label. So after he sold Sun Records, Sam Phillips opened his own recording studio. And you can see it. It's mid-century modern font and the furniture inside. It's not too far from the Sun studio. It's still in the colors and everything like his original studio was. It's still there. Just like the Sun studios, just the way it was. The Sam Phillips studio is just the way it was, and it's beautiful. But this is a record he did on his label, Frank Frost, one of the rarest, most valuable blues albums. Another interesting thing, this photo came in. It's a Frank Frost photo from '79. It's a Jim O'Neill, who's a friend of ours who founded Living Blues magazine. So that was interesting. Here's the record. I mean, just stone cold mint. It's very hard to find this record in any condition. That was the most expensive. This was the second most expensive, Lightnin' and the Blues, Lightnin' Hopkins. He's one of my favorite artists. He's from Centerville, Texas, which is by Houston, not far from Louisiana. He was married to Clifton Cheniere's cousin, my favorite artist. This is a rare album. Sounds great. I mean, it's unbelievable the condition it's in. So lucky to have it. As you can see, this is Lightnin' at the New Orleans Jazz Fest behind us. Just got that photo. I mean, it's original Harold, stone cold mint. Slim Harpo, another one of my favorites. Baby Scratch My Back. I mean, look at the art. Just so awesome, in great condition. He also does Shake Your Hips, which a lot of bands do that. They cover that. They may even call it their own song, but the groove is indistinguishable, and you hear it all the time. So here's the album. Now, I already had this in Stone Cold Mint, but I couldn't resist. This is a very rare album, classic jacket. I mean, just so cool, such a cool jacket. Slim Harpo, Raining in My Heart, and I'm a King Bee. Classic album, awesome. There's the label. Here's Lazy Lester. We recorded direct-to-disc with Lazy Lester. We were very good friends with Lester, and we love Lester, and he's just great. Now, this isn't Lester in the photo. Every now and then you'll see a blues album. It doesn't happen often, but they'll use another artist in the photo. Lazy Lester was awesome. Personal friend. Now, here's another Lightning Slim bell ringer, and another Excello. And this is before Discogs and allmusic.com. The person wrote the musicians on the back. And Lazy Lester played harmonica on all these songs. Warren Storm, which is one of our artists who just died, was the drummer on all these songs. So we just did an album with Sonny Landreth, John Fogerty, and Warren Storm. This is on our label. But it's really cool to see that this guy in like 1959 wrote down all the musicians. Here's another Lightning Hopkins on score. Very rare, very classic. Slim Harpo tip on in. Has the inner sleeve. Got a Muddy Waters, The Real Folk Blues. It's a white label promo from Chess, Stone Cold Mint. I think this is the only white label promo I have on Chess, so this is really cool. Sonny Boy Williamson, Down and Out. It's original black label checker. Love Sonny Boy #2. There's another Slim Harpo, Knew the Blues. Another Excello. Now, these other records aren't quite as rare, but I just thought I'd go through them. Lightning Slim, London Gumbo, Whispering Smith, Over Easy, Lonesome Sundown. Again, all these are Louisiana artists on the Excello label. Silas Hogan, Arthur Gunther, Black and Blues. Now, I don't think he was a Louisiana artist, but I think he wrote that song, Let's Play House or something. I think that Elvis covered. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. The Real Blues. Switched On Blues. Jimmy Dawkins. We recorded him. Very interesting guy. Silas Hogan. John Lee Hooker on VJ. I mean, how cool are the covers of this? This is Elmore James on Sphere. It's a reissue label, but even the reissue's hard to get, and this thing's mint. Another Elmore James, I Need You on Sphere. And the last one, another Lightning Slim. Anyway, I know, the last time I showed the Led Zeppelin white label promo, Zeppelin 2, somebody said I was flexing. And yeah, maybe I'm showing off a bit, but I collect records just like y'all and was real excited about that. And I love looking at really rare older records that are hard to get and seeing them in good condition. And so I thought y'all may enjoy that. May get a little background on stuff I like. And if you're not familiar with the Excello label or some of these blues artists, I would check out Lazy Lester, Lightning Slim, Slim Harpo. Of course, you probably heard of Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker. But these other artists are in the same class, as far as I'm concerned, as Muddy Waters and John Lee Hooker. And I think if you listen to their music, you'll agree.
Please like and subscribe for more audiophile content.